This is one of these stories that people have to be careful. Whether you're a young man, a young woman, or whatever, looking for love, meet somebody in the internet, travel far, you never know what can happen. Mormon teen dead after flying to UK to visit guy she met online. Let's see here. In the days before, Canadian teen Ashley Wadsworth's lifeless body was found in 23-year-old Jack Seppel's bed in Essex, England. The 19-year-old cryptically asked her friends for help. Seppel, who is heavily tattooed, including one under his eye and one that wraps around his neck, appeared in Colchester Magistrates Court, where he was charged with her murder. Seppel was arrested Tuesday after police were called to his home after neighbors reported a disturbing skirmish around 4 p.m. He was lying in bed beside her bloody body, when authorities arrived, the court was told. Daniel Seaman, a friend of Wadsworth, met through a Mormon volunteer project in Vernon, British Columbia last summer, told a local newspaper that she told him she had trouble making connections with young men and started searching online and through dating apps for someone with whom she shared values. Imagine that she lives British Columbia. That's above Washington State, like above Seattle. So she couldn't have crossed the border and come down and met an American guy. She has to go all the way to the UK. Alright. So Wadsworth met Seppel online and traveled to the UK last year on a 6-month tourist visa. She was planning to return home next week, but Seaman said he had an inkling Seppel did not want her to leave. She started using secret social media accounts to contact her friends because her boyfriend didn't want her to talk with us a lot of the time, Seaman said. She just said that she needed help. The next thing Seaman heard was that his friend was dead. He described his friend as looking for faith, which he says led to her to be baptized into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints last March. Seaman told another media outlet that Wadsworth had become skeptical about the Bible and had turned to the Book of Mormon before she converted. Ashley was a ball of energy. She used to have a Facebook account where she posted jokes and memes all day, every single day, Seaman said. She was really funny, always laughing and excited, and she always said what was on her mind, never a dull moment. Seaman said Wadsworth's cryptic messages now make more sense. She had reportedly reached out to a variety of friends who she wanted to help her work with the authorities through Seaman. Said he had no idea what the circumstances were. It seemed like when the going got tough, she wanted a change in scenery, Seaman said. I thought the friendships weren't that deep. She searched the world for connections, and I think that's how she connected with her boyfriend. Tributes paint a picture of a young woman who had thought she finally found someone with whom she could be happy. You were my best friend, my family, and my rock, We went through so many phases together. We did so many silly things together. A friend named Mackenzie Palm wrote on Facebook, I hope heaven is everything you read about in church and more. Well, what a shame, huh? This young lady left, what is it, Vernon in Vancouver to meet some guy in the United Kingdom, a place called Essex. And she ends up being dead. Huh, that's not right. And she's only 19 years old. And she figured she couldn't make the right connection. She couldn't meet the right person, you know. Sometimes when you live in certain places, you feel like, wow, it's kind of like a small area, you know, and it's hard to meet people. There it is right there. Vernon, British Columbia. That's where she's from. She probably had maybe an inferiority complex or something. Mm-hmm. I think she wasn't really up there suited, so she met a guy with tattoos and all this stuff. And what did he do? What does he do? He killed her. You know, and I laugh because in England it's already hard for some of these guys to find girls. Yeah, with all the stuff that's going on in England on unemployment and all that stuff, a lot of jobs moved overseas, whether to China or Southeast Asia. You got a girl who comes all the way from Canada to meet you, and she probably paid the ticket too, you know. And this is what she gets. Guy kills her. Something's definitely wrong there, that's for sure. Yep, we probably never know what triggered that. What a crying shame.